Um, I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this video, guys. And I hope everybody is doing well. I wanted to go over a couple things about my e-guides. So my e-guides are still available for $10. You guys can take advantage of that. Thank you to everybody who supported. Just so you know what it consists of, I dropped down links for you guys. Also, there's some discount codes that's included in the e-guides as well for you. That's going to show you how to get your Walmart store up, your Amazon store, show you different details on how to get monetized on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as TikTok and YouTube. It's going to go over the gist and the details of what you guys have to know. So take advantage of that for $10. Like I said, that's a lot of knowledge that you guys can utilize to get everything, your businesses and things like that off the ground. Thank you to everybody who supported me for my soft launch. Like I said, I didn't do much to really get it out there. I wanted to see how well it took before I did a product launch, a photo shoot, and all these different things. So now that I know that you guys are vibing with it, there is more to come for that brand. But thank you guys to everyone who supported me. Thank you to everybody, especially everybody who sent me and supported me, just, you know, telling me, hey, Victoria, we just want to shoot you this and donate this to you for you and Eli. Thank you guys so much, because you didn't have to do that. And I really wanted to come on here today just to really cover this, because for me, I know that a lot of you guys go through certain things in life, and it's almost like because of the way that you wear it, people don't take well and believe in you. And when you say how hard it was for you to overcome something, how hard it was for you to push through a certain situation, or, you know, a certain cycle or cycles that you guys been going through, it's almost like if you don't come out paralyzed with a leg broken, limbs that are missing, people don't believe you when you tell them how hard it was for you to battle certain cycles, just how hard it is for you to be you. You know what I'm saying? Because of the energies that you're susceptible to, people who are around you, and people who hide, you know, their disdain, disliking, envy, and jealousy for you, and also competition, being in competition with you. A lot of people don't believe you when you tell them how hard it was for you to go through those cycles of neglect, of abuse. A lot of people really came for you and didn't care for you as a human being. They cared for what they stood to benefit off of you, whether it was you being alive or you being dead. You know, there were a lot of people who did not care for you. They cared about what they could pull out of you, what they could benefit off of, what they can take from you. And in their own way, it's almost like, I don't know what people gain off of causing you poverty and causing you pain, causing you chaos, causing you blockages, causing you delays. I don't see how that benefits anybody. But for a lot of people who came up against you, evidently it just fulfills them in their soul, in their spirit, to see you down and out somewhere, or to see you struggling. And I would never understand that, because a lot of you guys stay out the way. You don't bother people. And it's very clear and evident how you want to be left alone and how you choose to be alone. It's a choice that you make because of situations you've been through. Not because you're non-sociable, not because you're introverted, not because you are uppity. It has a lot to do with the evil that you had to encounter. A lot of disliking and distorted energies that you were around. People who did things to you did not care for you as a human being. They looked at you and what was in you and what you possessed, and they were in competition with it. And a lot of people used your own demeanor against you. And you'd be like, what that means? Like, use my own demeanor against you. A lot of people know that you're poised. They know that you're demure. They know that you would not stoop to their level to spiritually attack them how they've been spiritually attacking you. A lot of people know you would not lie on them. That's why they had to beat you to the punch and lie on you and throw you under the bus, so they would be believable. They would be likable. But let me tell you something. It's not about being believable or likable in this season. It's about God sitting high and looking low, and he's about to make this fair, just, and right for you for all the years that you was tormented, abused. You lost years of your life because God that we serve, not only is he forgiving, not only is he understanding, not only is he faithful, a keeper of his promises, He is merciful. And by him being merciful to that of your enemies, who thought that they had power because of the fact that you was not attacking them, because of the fact that they weren't receiving instant karma or judgment, what's the saying? I'll give you enough rope to let you hang yourself. For years, they've been sitting back, not wanting to change, not repenting, seeing you struggle, sitting back, seeing the injustices and upheavals that they caused during your life when you was nowhere around, not messing with their kids, not messing with their life. They lied on you in order to justify attacking you. They lied on you to justify attacking you. That means a lot of people who came up against you knew that you wasn't what? Deserving. They knew that what they was doing to you, they was choosing to get out of their lane to get in your lane. They was choosing to go outside of the rivers and the lakes that they're used to try to sit up here and come for you. And they wanted to get groups, cults, church cults, groups, organizations together. Had other people fighting their battles, being on this hate train and witch hunt against you. It's not about being believable and likable in this season. God saw how you handled it. People used your demeanor against you because they were like, they ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna say nothing. And the whole reason why they targeted you and bullied you was because they knew that you wouldn't stoop down and hit them back how they was hitting you. You wouldn't sit here and talk bad upon them how they was talking bad upon you. There were certain people that was playing up in your face, keeping you in their back pocket for emergencies, while playing up in your face and working with the op, working with your enemies. But because they knew you would come through in a clutch, they had to play up in your face. Now, see, this my understanding here, and I want somebody to break this down to me, explain this to me like I'm a 4-year-old. You part of a cult, you part of a group, right? You going up against somebody who you know is innocent, been nothing but loving, just, and fair to you. You screw this person over to aid another group that's been coming for this person, yet you need the person who you going up against to come through for you in a clutch for emergencies. Why you can't depend upon that group that you aiding, the group that you betraying this person for, the group that you working with to go up against this person? See, I would never understand that. Y'all, these people be working up in groups and still be piss poor spiritually and some financially. Waster spirits, right? Gluttony, okay? Ignorance, huh? Poverty, restriction, limitation, being hidden, all to keep you low, all to keep you held back. It's so much to do out here and goals that you are trying to reach. The fact that people felt like they needed to come for you in this manner, and then why they're targeting you as opposed to someone else, and you know what that is. It has everything to do with who you are. Again, when people use your demeanor against you, they know that you won't fight back. So why are they fighting against you? Why are they choosing to constantly do overkill at this point? You understand what I'm saying? You've lost years of your life being spiritually attacked, being tormented, being bullied, having to fight fights that you shouldn't have had to fight, because where you should have been exerting your energy was towards being on this mission, answering the call, and fulfilling the assignment that God had given upon you. You understand what I'm saying? But at some point, you know, even though you're a fighter and God knows that you won't give up, it's not enough for you to keep fighting a never-ending battle just because you are a fighter and you won't give up. At some point, there has to be a breakthrough that occurs that gives you peace, that gives you a break. You understand what I'm saying? So that you don't have to constantly be on the road, constantly be in the front line, constantly be in battle, even though God knows that you're one of his best. You understand what I'm saying? You are a decorated warrior and soldier in the army of the Lord. Let me tell you something. You are decorated. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got a plethora of awards and accolades and achievements that you need to be proud of. That's why. Don't ever let these enemies confuse you and try to dilute what it is that you've achieved and what you have earned at this point in this stage of your life that they've been trying to destroy, stagnate, delay, and block. Because if a person have to go over and beyond to do that towards you, you must know that you something special. And it's not to take away from the other people that's going out there and getting their millions and getting on these platforms and reaching these certain heights and levels of their life. For whatever the reason, their path is their path, your path is your path. You can't also get caught up and confused with why a person chooses to target you as opposed to the next person. It got a lot to do with who's in your family. It got a lot to do with who you used to cohabitate with, who you used to live with, who you used to love, who you used to befriend, who you used to give to. That put these people up on your trail. But I'm going to tell you something. It don't matter how many years you've been tormented. I see a dragonfly right now. It doesn't matter how many years you've been tormented. And it doesn't even matter about what people done to you. Because I told you, not only is God restoring you in this season, he's taking the time element about the situation. So there is no time limit so that you don't feel like, oh, I had it and I would have had it by this time, or I had it and I should have been here. He's taking the time element and aspect of out of the situation because he knows what you've been going through. So not only is he going to take that up out of the situation, he's also going to restore you in this season. And what once held you back will no longer carry power. It will no longer hold power. These people, whoever they are, that's part of a group, have enabled and created a monster, whether they know it or not. When a person feel like they can run rampant, go out here and be a menace to society and to people, and they know that there won't be no repercussions or no consequences, that they'll always get off. They'll never get in trouble because they got judges, they got lawyers, they got corrupt officials that's in high places. They got money. Mommy and daddy will pay them off. They'll get this done. And they feel like you are alone by yourself. That's what a lot of it got to do with it too. A lot of people felt like you was out in the city by yourself. You was out in this thing called life by yourself. It wasn't until they touched you and attacked you that they realized that you wasn't. Sometimes people got to mess around and find out in order to know that sometimes sipping your water and minding the business that pays you can be the best thing that you can ever do in your life. It may be simple, it may be old, it may be too boring, but it'll keep you alive. It'll keep you out of unnecessary trouble and drama that you will tie yourself to by sitting up here thinking that you could just try people based on how they look on the outside, misjudging people. That's what people did to you. They misjudged the book by its cover. Why should you have to run out here and portray yourself as a killer in order to give the message that you are not to be messed with? Why do you have to sit up here and choke the life out of some damn body, snatch the soul out of their body in order for people to understand that you are not to be messed with? Why do people have to sit up here and try to go up against you spiritually, knowing that you cannot compete where you don't compare? You stay to yourself for a reason, baby. You know the damage that you can do. That's why God has also been restricting you and telling you, keep your hands clean. Do not do to these people what they've done to you. Because I tell you something, a lot of y'all won't damn miss. A lot of people that I'm talking to, they think that they could sit up here and keep trying you. You stay to yourself for a reason. You shouldn't have to bring that side up out of you. You shouldn't have to bring that side up out of you. You shouldn't have to sit up here and resort to these measures and these levels because people want to, let's in our favorite pastime choose to sit up here and mess with so-and-so. Let's just go ahead and get drunk and get high and get high and get drunk and do this against so-and-so. I'm telling you something that I know, baby. God is keeping your hands clean. You understand what I'm saying? These people have created and enabled monsters. And I'm going to tell you something. A group ain't such a group if you're going to sit up here and let one person spoil it for the bunch. You will let one person, or however many people, I don't know how many people came up against you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tree. I don't know how many people came for you. But I know they was part of a group. They would have never been able to pull this mess off. They had to lie to people. They had to go lie to people, throw money and dangle money up at people, promise people things. And nobody thought through this, like, why are you offering so much money? Why are you willing to go out your way to lie? Why you keep going out your way to get in this person's way? What is it? The hate that people give and the demons that they wrestle with internally, baby. will never be able to give that answer. They'll never be able to give that answer as to why they keep running towards you, gauging at you, sprinting at you to block prosperity, to screw with your peace, to screw with your forward progression and movement. Half of these people, you have left them behind. They need to take a hint and just let you back up, let you breathe, let you figure some things out. Some of these people you haven't entirely cut off. But you shouldn't have to. What's understood don't need to be explained. You shouldn't have to explain to people when you want time to yourself and you just don't want to talk at all. You shouldn't have to explain nothing to anybody like, hey, you know, I'm finna be there, or hey, you know, you shouldn't have to explain your life to people. It's your life. A lot of these people want explanations because they have been going up against you behind the scenes and sabotaging you. You'll never be able to answer why people have been coming at you the way they've been coming at you, why they've been screwing with you, why they have messed with you, why for years you've lost years. I don't know who I'm talking to. You lost years, even if it's 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. These are years that have gone by, years that you had opportunities slip between your fingers, years that you've had toxic cycles, toxic people around you, years because these people wanted you to suffer. They wanted you to cry. They wanted you to crawl up in a ball and be silent. I don't know if what benefit they stood to gain off of having you silent, having you debilitated, having you dead, having you warped, having you blocked. I don't know what it do for these people, but I'm going to tell you what it'll do, the negativity that it'll bring to a group. For those who are out there, if you are the leader of a group, you best start acting like a leader and stop letting a couple of spoiled, rotten apples ruin it for the whole tree. Everything that you've grown, everything that you've built, because of one person's vendetta against somebody, because of the demons that they wrestling with internally. I don't care if these people are in the church and it's a church cult. I don't care if it's a secret organization and group. They have not been able to shut you up. They have not been able to get you to back down. They have not been able to get you to walk away. They have not had you scared in your head. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this straight up. And I don't care who don't like it. You are not crazy. You are not mentally challenged. You are not insane. You are not slow. You are not hooked on phonics. Okay? You ain't wet behind the ears. You are a person that has been targeted, gang stalked, bullied, blacklisted, blackballed, spiritually attacked, spiritually ganged up on by people who are wrestling internally with demons, who are intimidated and irritated of your light, of your mission, of your purpose, of your aura. That's why people treated you the way that they treated you. Young, old, sickly, in good health, poverty, and in wealth. They all came for you. Because this is a spiritual battle. This is spiritually backed. You understand what I'm saying? Because you gave people no reason. You gave people no reason to sit up here and do you the way that they did you. Talk loud so they can hear you. Sitting up here talk loud so you can hear them talking about you. Made faces behind your back. Did all of this. Everything had to be rubbed up in your face so you would feel inferior to them. But they was all in all actuality competing with you, jealous of the attention that you was getting, wanting the attention for themselves, wanting it from who was giving it to you. Yeah, this was sick. This was sick. These people are challenged. They are challenged. They are psychotic. I don't care who they are. And for however long they've been a member of yours, something is wrong. And if these people was any bit of intuitive, you understand what I'm saying? Or righteous, or had a righteous bone up in their body, they would understand that you didn't do nothing for these groups of people to sit up here and attack you and gang up on you in the manner that they have. All what you've ever done was sit up here and be in a position to protect yourself, to build, to rebuild, to put the pieces of your life back together. I'm telling you, for all that these people have done, I don't even think that they're prepared or know what's about to come their way. When you know that you've done all this kind of things here, you can't possibly think that wherever your soul gonna go, that you're going to have peace and that you're going to find rest. And I say that I tried to figure out the best way that I could say it, but it's the truth. You don't live forever. Nobody does. I won't. I have my time. Eventually my son will have his time. Everybody has their time. You have to know that for what you've done, even if you feel like you've gotten away with it, when you sit with yourself, you sit by yourself in the confinements of your home, of your space, of your room, you know what you've done. You know the lies you told. You know how fake you was. You know what you did for money. You know what you did for clout. You know what you did for status. You know how you've gone up against other people. You know who you've tormented. You know who you spiritually blocked, who you spiritually bullied. You know what you're doing still to this day. People know what they've done. They just thought that it wouldn't be any consequences because some of these people are part of darker cults that know how to siphon energy. You know what I'm saying? Do some things that I'm not going to talk about on this YouTube. They do things sexually. They do things physically and emotionally and spiritually to gain off of other people. That's what they do. They take from other people. Whether it's physically, financially, emotionally, energetically, they steal from other people, and they do it in groups. And whoever was backing and enabling and sponsoring these people to come for you, I'm telling you, supernatural things have been happening to these people to serve as the writing on the wall that they need to leave you alone. You don't bother people. So why in the hell are people going this hard to screw with you, to taunt you, to bully you, and to have you in your head, and to have you blocked off? It doesn't make good sense. It doesn't make any sense at all what these people have done against you. But I'm going to tell you something. You lost years of your life and what they've done. Years of your life, you know, at the hands of what these people was doing towards you. It wasn't fair. You know, it wasn't just. I don't think a lot of people cared for you. I think a lot of people played like they cared for you. You know, they played like they had your best interests at heart. They love bombed you. And a lot of people was sent towards you by family, by exes. A lot of people was paid off to keep secrets, to not tell you what was going on. And all of this is, you know, built around, I'm trying my best to really try to, because it's really sick. I don't think you know how deep it goes. You know, they won't let you try to realize who you are so you could just be a positive light in this world. They rather have you in your head so that you won't know who you are, so that you can't be positive, you can't be giving. That's all what you would do with. This is why I told you, I say God's trusting you with wealth. He is trusting you, you know, being on his purpose, giving you this purpose and placing you on this path. You know not to go back to certain people. God has already warned you through cycles that you've gone through to stay away from certain family members. Do not let exes back up in your life, and to guard yourself with certain friends. Now, the reason for that is because you don't know people. People will say, oh, you know, I was just checking to see this and that, and, you know, so-and-so would want your help on this, and, you know, oh, if you could just help me out here. You know, people like to play the damsel in distress. I told you before, keep you in their back pocket for emergencies. But all that goes over their head when they choose to work with your ops and your enemies and contributing to these smear campaigns and lies that was told on your name. And it's the fact that people sitting up here really fighting hard to play up in your face like you don't know. Almost like they want you to tell them that you know. And you ain't finna tell shit. You finna sit back and let people play you like you stupid. You finna sit back and let people go ahead and do whatever they feel like they big and bad enough to do. Because you know who protects you. And you got bigger fish to fry. The days are over of these people feeling like they can continuously bully you, because I'm telling you, some of them are falling sick. If they've been doing this mess for years It was never the fact that they had power over you. It was never the fact that they had control. It was never the fact that God was a fluke and that he was weak. He was being merciful. Because see, when you do things that these people have done against other people, it's punishable by death. There is no other way around it. Because see, had you not been who you were, and had not God been protecting you, you would have been dead. There would have been no hope for you. It's almost like I'm telling you, I don't know who I'm. If whatever people's trying to do, trying to keep things from coming in, trying to have you weed out all your rations, when that's gone, some of y'all got families and people that's looking upon you. I want you to really put this in your head. That's how demonic. It's demonic when you go that hard. This is beyond like a little high school bullying, a little high school beef. You know, these people wanted you out in the worst ways. Because you wouldn't have had no hope of anything, of doing anything for you and your children, had you not been the fighter that you are. These people don't have the power to open and close doors for you. God do. And I don't know what they keep trying to do, but I'm telling you, and this is me saying this to my enemies, I pray for you. Because I know who you are, I know what you've done, and I know that you are embarrassed. I know you're embarrassed. That's why people don't want to take accountability. That's embarrassing. And to know that they have to take accountability for trying to explain why they did this to you, it's even more demeaning, discouraging, and downright evil. That's why people don't want to take accountability, because a lot of it was weeded and built from envy, jealousy, people telling lies on you, getting other people on you, putting women against you, putting men against you. It's sick. It's sick. Because instead of people focusing on doing their life and doing what pleases them and pleasures them, it's like they cannot live without screwing with you and being your arch nemesis. They get something out of that. It feeds whatever is in them. Because what I can't seem to understand or fathom is, why are people still screwing with you and you nowhere around? You're not talking to them. You're not bothering them. You for sure, whatever's going on in their life, you don't even know what the hell is going on, because you ain't the cause of it. Judgment is being brought down upon these people. That's all what I'm finna say. I'm finna wrap this up and I'm finna be done with it. Like I said, I told my mom last night, people who was attacking your kids, attacking your finances, attacking your career, woe be unto them. Because I don't understand. You think a group finna protect you? You think because y'all do dark stuff and y'all know dark rituals and things to do? Let me tell you something. If you was anything worth your grain of salt, the shit that you was doing against chosen ones, it would have taken effect by now. If you was sitting up here so dark and, ooh, I'm backed by a group and I'm tormenting them and I got control over them, why aren't you dead? Why aren't you out for the count? Why you still got fighting? I'm trying to figure it out. These people swear up and down that what they've done to you, it means that they have power and control over you. They not finna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna catch them off guard when God do what he got to do. You don't try to sit over here and screw with God's children. And then on top of that, after screwing with you and in the midst of screwing with you, in the process of screwing with you, daunting you in God's face as a mock of who he's not and how he's not powerful because of how they've been able to attack. Baby, let me tell you something. When you do stuff like that, boy, it's almost like a person who you keep poking and poking and poking because they're like, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing, and they mess around and shoot up your whole house. Or they mess around, and I'm not saying this is what you do. I'm telling you this has been done before. You keep poking at somebody, and that person not doing nothing and telling you to politely leave them alone, and then you know that this person is not screwing with you, but instead of you stopping, you take that as a means to laugh at them and call them weak and say that, well, let's go ahead and up it up. Baby, a lot of people finna be sat down in this season. You had cousins who came for you, and I told my mom the other day, it looked like back in 2023 when I was living with my baby father, and I pray it wasn't her, because I don't even understand. If I'm not even finna get into it, it looked like I saw my cousin, and the car was rolling down slow like this, like, and most people be like, well, Victoria, I always seen people who look like people. No, have you ever seen these people who look like people who drive slow down the street and then sit there and roll down the window? That's how I was able to see her face. And I said, that looked like so-and-so when I got back to the house with my baby father, when I was living with my baby father. And I said, that looked like so-and-so. And his eyes got big. You know what I'm saying? You stupid. You stupid. If you came down to Houston for whatever you came down to Houston to do, or if you was screwing with my baby father, or you been the one that's behind the attacks and whatever, God be with you, because I know that's who it looked like. I told my mom that the other day. She tired of me bringing up, even talking about them and bringing up their name, because people are sick. This ain't got nothing to do with you cutting off communication and you not talking to people. I mean, you haven't. That's the thing. You haven't. So what is the problem now? The problem is the problem. It's not even the problem because it's a lie. And it's already been proven that you haven't done it. So now what is the problem? Yeah, these people got to get sat down, because I'm going to tell you something. It's going to people, no judges, no court officials, no police nation. You heard that, right? That's confirmation. If they know judges, if they know police officers, and these people have been causing illusions around you, I'm telling you right now, they better put a nose on that shit. They better put a pause on it, because if they care for having a position, that's a, you have a position to get stripped from you. People really need to think about these groups that they put together, these organs that they put together, and all these different things that they put, and God is restoring you because you've been tortured. You've lost enough. God is going to give you double, triple fold for all the hell and chaos these people cause you. Oh my God, they got in your way to keep screwing with you. A kick out of screwing with you because they're in competition with you. Want to be better than you. Some people feel like you got knocked down to their level, so they want to keep you down to their level so they could be better than you. Whatever the reasons, these people's reasons are for going up against you, I'm telling you right now, it's ending. The days and the seasons of you being tormented, of you being bullied, is over. So congratulations for making it this far. I commend you. I love you. Do not give up. Remember what I told you. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give in to adversity. You have to push in order to see this through, to reap the rewards that God has in store for you. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed. I love y'all.